My name is Robin Sampson. I founded a company called Trade in Space. We use satellite-generated data to make trade in agricultural commodities easier and more efficient for people in supply chains. The biggest challenge for small agricultural producers is being able to sell their produce beyond just the local village market. Often they find better prices in other parts of the world, but just being able to access those markets is a big challenge for them. We integrate normal kinds of data sets like yield, area for each farm. We then tokenize that data and put it on distributed ledger systems that creates a whole new way that people can transact. So if someone owns a coffee lot, for example, we can then tokenize that asset and subdivide it and let them sell it to other people more efficiently than they might otherwise be able to. Prior to starting the business, I worked a lot in the space industry, but more on the hardware side. I've worked mainly with development of satellite systems, electrical propulsion systems. I kind of taught myself a lot of the coding skills that I had to do to make that transition. And this was actually one of the things that led me to the data lab, was realizing that we kind of needed a bit of support in understanding how to manage these different data sets that we're now dealing with all of a sudden. We were burning cash that I'd accumulated to put and invest into the business. But we were pitching the idea and we were getting a great response from major corporate customers who said, we're actually really interested in some of these ideas you're talking about. And we had one bite from a big global coffee trading business that said to us, so if you can prove to us that you can do these things that you're talking about and it actually works, then we'll help you to make this a commercial success. So it's possible, I've got to be careful what I say, but it's possible I might have oversold what we could do a little bit. So then I basically made that call to Darren Gardner and said, look, here is the scope of a problem that we have. I know enough to know this can be done, but I can't do it myself.
When Robin came to us, he really was at the early stage of developing his business, developing the solutions for the business, and understanding what the market needed. And when you're at that early stage with a company, most SMEs can't afford to build a data science team from scratch. They certainly can't on the basis of one client who's interested in a particular output. So really, it was giving them that ability to deliver something, a prototype for a client that the client can then say, right, I can see where you're going with this. I can invest, more money in a pilot, and then obviously build that strategic relationship. So it was critical for this project that it delivered something of value to the client. It wasn't a case of there's something that Trade in Space think is cool. The client needed to say, right, that works for me, that helps me make or save money. So it really was that connectivity of the good idea, which was quite bold, how we were doing it with Earth observation data, the team who were doing it at University of Edinburgh, and then obviously the client.
We found working with the data lab to be great. We had a great experience and it really worked for us. One of the most interesting things is we were able to solve that challenge that we were set by our client. They're now a big customer that are worth 6 figures a year to us. They also made a seed investment in our company and said, the reason that we invested in you is you proved to us that you could solve problems and leverage the support of the local community when you need them. So it was really great for us. I think the data labs also supported us in just being more connected into the local ecosystem as well, engaging with other stakeholders like Scottish Enterprise. So I don't think it's too much to say that we might never have really got started as a business without the support from the data lab.